Good morning, students. In today's class, we'll be learning about email writing. Why is email writing important? What is the purpose of it? And the very format of writing an email. To begin the class, email stands for electronic mail. Why is it important? It is important to use or to send letters or messages using the internet. The purpose behind sending email is so that it becomes easier and then it can reach the person within minutes. So it is very important to communicate conveniently as it reaches or as it can be sent using the help of the internet within no time. So in today's lesson, we'll be learning about how to correctly write an email, the proper format, and then and also see some samples which will help you understand it better. Now, like every writing in English section, email also are of two types, formal and informal. Formal emails are written in business related section, whereas informal emails are written to your near and dear loved ones. So with that being understood, we will head on to the next part, which is the very format of an email. Now, like every writing in English, you have to make a very outline. You have to make an outline with pencil and write the content of the email within the box. So it is very crucial that you make a very clean cut outline and write the email within the very box, within the margin. Under the very format of email, you must mention the different features. You have to mention the sender's address, the receiver's address, the date and time, the subject, the salutation, the main body, and then lastly the closing. In email writing, the sender's address will be written along with an email address. So if, for example, if you are writing your name, so you will just write ram1234@gmail.com. So email is the only writing section where you have to mention your email address, as well as that's how it is used and how it is functioning while you do it through your laptop or computer. So it is very crucial that you mention sender's address and receiver's address along with their email address. Please keep in mind that the very sender's address and the receiver's address, from and to, there you have to write down the entire email address of the person sending it and the person receiving it. So, which you will see it in the sample. After that, point number 3 will be date and time. Date, you can write the date. Time, you can mention the time as well. After that, subject is very important. Subject, like letter writing, you have to be very precise and concise while writing the subject here in email writing too. Why? Because depending on the subject written by the person, depending on the very line, the email will be attended to. That is why the subject should be very precise, very meaningful, and write the subject in a sentence or 2 or 3 words, not more than that. After that comes a salutation. Salutation is how you address the person. And since we are learning about informal email writing, so in the salutation you can just start with that person's name, or you can just start with hi, hello, since it's coming under informal. After the salutation comes the body. Now, in the main body, you can mention as to why you are writing the email, which will depend on the question. In the very body of the email, keep the content relatable. After the body, lastly you can write the complimentary clause or the closing. Here Since it is coming under informal email writing, on the left hand side you can just write down with regards and then your name. But remember, the name should not be along with the address. Just a simple name will suffice. Remember, this has to be written within the outline and on the left hand side. That being discussed, with that being said, let us look at the sample so that you will be able to understand it more precisely. Here is a sample on how to write an email. As you can see from the sender's address, it's mentioned a particular name along with the address, along with the email address. So this is very important. Same goes for the sender's address. Email address is very important. It is very important to mention email address in both the sender's and receiver's address. After that, we can see from the sample that date has been mentioned. Remember, while writing the date, write the name of the month in the full form. And then time is mentioned. After that, coming down to the subject, and then the body of the main body will depend on the very question. So try to keep the subject as short as possible, simple and precise. After that, we have the salutation. Here I have mentioned dear and then the name of the person. If it's informal, you can just start off the salutation by writing hello, hi, and etc. After that, we have the main body here, and then here the length of the email can be shortened a little bit. It is not mandatory to write 3 or 2 paragraphs. You can make it short, a little shorter than this, depends on the question. After the main body, we have the complementary clause, and because it is coming under informal email writing, I have just mentioned regards and then the sender's name. Remember, in the closing, you don't have to mention the email address again. So this is how it should be written, and it should be written within an outline and on the left side. So I hope you have learned something from this video. So this is how an email should be written by following the correct format. Hope you have learned something. Thank you.